Hey guys, so it's Nicole and I am back with another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing another one of the books that I found in my grandma's collection. Hopefully I can get Gotham videos up soon. I have to watch the first two episodes first. Um, but tomorrow I have a day off, so hopefully I can fit that in with all my job hunting, etc. So, the book H.R.H. Wow, sorry, bad reflection light. H.R.H. by Danielle Steel. Again, I think Danielle Steel is one of those authors that reaches again towards an older crowd. I didn't really know of her except of maybe sometimes I saw her in like drugstores and my grandma's house. Uh, this book I definitely have to give a 2. I feel terrible saying that, but I had so many problems with the book. The book is about, first of all, this girl, Christiana, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, and she is a serene highness slash princess of a small, I believe it's a made-up, country in Europe, and her father's the prince, um, and her mother's dead, and she has her brother who will be taking over the throne, but the brother's kind of the typical, I don't want to be a ruler, like, I want to be a party boy kind of guy, so that's always an issue. Christiana is the way her character is made, she's very, I will do whatever it takes, father, I do. She's so obedient and loving, and it's good, but after a while, like, one of my biggest problems is it's, so repetitive. That was the issue I found, as I was telling my mom when I was explaining the book to her, I'd be like reading on one page, but she would never do anything to upset her father. She loved him so, flip, 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 flip. But she couldn't do that because that would upset her father, and she would never do anything to upset him. She loved him so. Flip, flip, flip. I mean, you know what I'm saying now. It kept going on like that, or. So Christiana is stuck to her royal duties. She talks about how she went to college in America for 4 years. She loved it, and then she had to come home, and she hated her life. And she just wants to do more with her life. She wants to be like the Mother Teresa, basically. And she doesn't get to because she's just stuck at home cutting ribbons and opening up libraries. Um, so finally, in I believe it is Russia, there's a terrorist attack, and her father and her are watching it on the news, and there are children involved, and Christiana just snaps and goes, I have to go there. And so she goes with 2 of her bodyguards, and they go to Russia, and they help the Red Cross, and the Red Cross people think she's amazing, and they don't know who she is, but they think she's wonderful. And they're like, you have a knack for this, you should do this. And she comes home and she's like, I have to do something like this. And she's like, please, Daddy, let me join the Red Cross for a year, please, just let me, and I'll come back and I'll do all my duties and I'll settle down and I'll give up my life for you and, our people. And they get into, like, the one and only fight, pretty much, that they have, technically. And eventually he lets her go to Africa where she works with people who have AIDS and, specifically mothers and trying to help them and prevent them from giving AIDS to their newborns. So it's a lot of that, and Africa's cool. It seems like a great time. The other thing I had a problem with in the book is that time just goes really, really fast all of a sudden for some reason. She'll be talking about how the days are so long, and then it'll be like, oh, and then it was a month before she had to go, and nope, then it was 2 weeks, and it's like, oh, okay, what'd she do? All right. So, she spends 6 or 7 months in Africa helping, and then right before she leaves, it all kind of goes downhill. I believe it's Ethiopians attack, and there starts a war, so they have to get her out of there, because again, she's a princess, and like some of the people at the Red Cross know that, so they can get her out of there. While she's there, she meets this man, and she's never looked at a man really before in that kind of way, and all of a sudden she's in love, and she loves him, and she can't imagine life without him. So it's just, I don't know. It's just hard for me to like this book so much. I read it because, I mean, again, I'm reading all the books in my grandma's bag. This one I can't really agree with. It's just ridiculous. Oh, ridiculous. I didn't even point out how it was ridiculous. Let me help you there. So besides it being repetitive and it's a little ridiculous because, you know, she comes home, she tells her father, I want to um, marry this man or whatever. She finally talks to him, and her father's upset, and he kind of finds out through the paparazzi instead of her at first. So he's not happy about it, and he's like, you can't, you have to marry a royal, I promised your mother, yada yada yada, and she's upset, and she shuns him, and she doesn't talk to him forever, and it's like, okay, this is solving a lot of things, and so she sneaks away to see him again, and they have to figure something out, and he gives her a ring, but it's not an engagement ring. He calls it like a guillotine ring. I don't know. It's weird. She comes home, and her brother comes home, and, you know, she finally kind of lets them in, and she's kind of happy, and then, of course, right when she's finally, like, happy and having a great night with them, her brother's like, oh, let's go take a ride in the car, and she's like, ah, I'm all set because he drives fast cars and makes her nervous. And his father's like, you know what, why not? And, you know, of course, Murphy's Law, because he decided to do that. Um, I can't ruin, this is hard. I don't want to, like, ruin the ending for you. But basically, a lot of things happened that night. Her father also took a weirdly intense stand at the UN discussion a week before, and people were unhappy with his choice. We never actually find out what the heck he decided, which is frustrating too, because, like, what did he decide that everyone's like, oh my goodness, no. All we know is they're a neutral country, and he kind of took a step in one direction instead of being neutral for that one conference. Everyone was mad, and so bad things happen, but then magically, you know, Christiana is like, oh, but now this works because all these things happen, and now I can be this person, and now I can have Parker in my life, the guy that I love, and I've never loved anyone before. It's kind of ridiculous. I wish I could tell you the ending right now, but I'm trying really hard not to ruin it. I probably just ruined half the book for you, but anyways, so not too impressed with this book. I tried really hard. If there's any more Danielle Steel, of course I'll read her if she's in my collection. I'm on a new book now, different author, so we'll see. This one's definitely different. Again, I'm trying to have Gotham watched, hopefully tomorrow, videos up tomorrow, if I can fit that much in. Red Band Society is coming up on Wednesday, so I'll have to record that, watch that, hopefully get that out faster. So I've definitely got some more videos in the works. Thank you for watching, as always. Hopefully next book will have a happier rating, but, you know, they can't all have 4s and 5s. So thank you, as always. Keep reading, keep watching, keep living your life. Alright, bye guys.